grinding cycle is finished. We've removed the grinding wheel using the locking pin to lock it.
Here.
We then attach the notching attachment. There's a different bolt.
Does that arm go behind the wheel? Doesn't that arm go behind?
Yeah, it will. Snug it up. As you move it up, be careful not to. The blade is moved up.
You're in the way then.
The blade is moved up 20 millimeters. Tighten the making sure this back arm is up against the blade. This bolt is attached, tightens onto the notch, the locking attachment. And the grinding attachment is set for grinding. Grinding attachment is then plugged in the rear of the machine here. And this switch activates power to it. It has a separate power switch on the notching attachment. This switch also makes sure that the grinding wheel does not turn on accidentally. It disables it.
Okay. Now you need to control, right?
Slow down a little bit. Lining the grinding wheel in line with the top of one of the teeth. And visually seeing the position of your notch. This adjustment moves the notching wheel in and out accordingly. Again, making sure that this arm is up against the blade. Changing the dial to the notching position or the chamfering position will give us every other tooth of whatever our tooth count. We don't have to change anything else on the control panel. We start the cycle. This is all fed in manually. It's not an automatic. Grinding wheel is turned on. Come in slowly. I'll turn the grinding wheel off for the...
You can hear just fine. You can run it. Yeah. You can run it.
Once you've achieved the depth, manually feeding it in, the blade will go around in one pass and finish. When you're done with that cycle, you've done every other tooth all the way around. We'll need to switch to the other tooth and move the grinding wheel to the other side. The notching is alternate on the two different, according to your according to the drawings. When we're finished grinding on this, we hit the red button, not the reset, but the red button on the grinding wheel. That will stop us on the same tooth as we were on. Switching the dial again to 1XZ, which is one tooth. Hit the reset. advance. That'll move us to the other tooth, back to the chamfering or notching position. Then moving our grinding wheel in, offsetting it for the alternate tooth. We'll be in position where we were, just on another tooth on the other side of the tooth. We begin the cycle again. Again, manually feeding it into the required depth.
With it on.
With the grinding wheel on.
Say it cycles out. Finish it then.
When it cycles back around, and the cycle is complete, again, this is all manual. We hit it once again, hit the red button. And we're complete. Turning off the grinding wheel. This is easy, better accomplished after you've ground all your blades and come back and do this cycle on all the blades that have been ground. I'll show you how we would do that if the blade wasn't coming from a grinding cycle.
That's it. That's it. That's enough.
But no,
That's
they're going to
enough.
see this.
No,
We would take a blade that we had already ground and lining it up with the grinding wheel, grinding it up with the spindle, the tooth we want to grind, right in line with the spindle, and go through the same cycle as that we did before with the making sure that we're on the chamfering position and that we've changed the switch on the notching attachment. And that is notching.